The Live with Kelly and Mark host was previously absent from Wednesday's episode. Kelly's husband and co-host, Mark Consuelos, 52, revealed that she was absent due to health issues. The show's resident DJ, Deja Vu, filled in as Kelly's replacement for the broadcast as she did again on Friday's episode of the popular daytime talk show. The same day as her first absence, Kelly opened up about her future on the most recent installment of her podcast, Let's Talk Off Camera. During the Wednesday episode, Kelly, 53, sat down with comedian Chelsea Handler, 48, to bond over their New Jersey upbringing and the career paths they hope to take down the road. At one point, Kelly teased that Chelsea should teach a microdosing class to college students after the comic jokingly admitted she keeps her friends and family in line with their medications. The former late-night host then commented that she didn't go to college, prompting Kelly to mention her dreams of attending a university. "I didn't go to college either, and every time I go to visit, our youngest son is at the University of Michigan, and every time I go to visit him, I'm like, I'm going to go to college here," Kelly said, referring to her son Joaquin, 20, whom she shares with Mark. "I'm finally going to when I retire from show business, I'm going to get my college degree, and I can't wait to go to the University of Michigan," the TV personality declared. Kelly and Mark are also parents of two older children, Michael, 26, and Lola, 22, who attended New York University. Big problem. During the same podcast episode, which was titled Kelly and Chelsea Go Back to College, the TV pair discussed their workload and mental capacity, admitting that they have made moves to understand themselves better. Kelly revealed, "Here's what I've discovered in the 23 years I've hosted a morning show. It suddenly occurred to me, one day, I walked in and I went, I'm not a morning person." Chelsea broke out in laughter at the star's admission. Kelly continued, "Suddenly I woke up and said, you know what the problem is, I'm a night owl. I'm a night King owl. And I have painted myself into this corner where I have to be up every morning." She emphasized, "I don't know who was on or what did it, but I just came in and I remember thinking I could use an Adderall. I could use an upper. The coffee wasn't doing it." Big changes. Kelly has been teasing her retirement from Live for months, as she's endured numerous co-host shakeups over the years. She started on Live alongside the late Regis Philbin in 2001 but hasn't kept a co-host long-term since. Ryan Seacrest, 48, who co-hosted the show with Kelly for 6 years, departed in April, leaving her husband Mark to swoop in as her permanent co-host. And Kelly most likely wouldn't continue the show with anyone else after Mark, according to friend and regular Live guest host Ali Wentworth. "I think they know what they're doing," Ali previously told the U.S. Sun about the famous TV couple. "I think after having Michael Strahan and then Ryan as co-hosts, it's almost like a natural thing to have Mark, who by the way co-hosts all the time anyway. And it feels like this is the final co-host," the author added. This potential retirement admission came after Kelly was absent from the Live morning TV show on Wednesday. As the show began, fans quickly noticed the longtime host was absent and wondered where she was. Mark made sure to give viewers an explanation about his wife's whereabouts at the top of the show. He shared, "Yesterday you could tell she was losing her voice a little bit. It's gone, it's lost." After guest host Deja asked how Kelly's doing, Mark assured her that, "She's gonna feel better and is just resting a little bit." Deja brought up how Kelly said she puts Mark in the basement when he's sick and asked if he does the same to her when she's sick. He joked that he's still the one who has to go to the basement. Retirement. Kelly also admitted she was so close to retirement in an October installment of Let's Talk Off Camera. "Do you ever contemplate retiring?" "Because I contemplate it constantly," Kelly asked her ex-co-host Ryan. The American Idol host replied by turning the tables on his ex-colleague and asking her the same question. "I know you do. And where are you on that? How's that going?" Ryan inquired. Without hesitation, Kelly responded, "I'm so close," and laughed at her blunt confession. Ryan then called the actress out for continuously taking on more work despite wanting to leave daytime TV. Kelly explained that she keeps adding more to her plate because she'll never be able to retire fully and has to keep her foot in something. Ripa's familiar morning seat on Live with Kelly and Mark was empty again this week, and fans are buzzing with concern. After decades as one of America's most beloved TV hosts, Ripa's recent absences and surprising admissions about her struggles with the job have reignited speculation that the 53-year-old might be preparing to step away from the camera for good. The latest disappearance came without warning. When Monday's episode of Live began, Co-host Mark Consuelos greeted viewers solo, flashing his trademark charm as he explained that his wife and co-star was taking a little personal time. He didn't elaborate, but his slightly nervous grin did little to quiet the whispers that something bigger might be happening behind the scenes. A familiar pattern, but this time feels different. This isn't the first time Kelly has been unexpectedly absent from live. Over the years, she's taken breaks for family reasons, travel, and health concerns. Yet this time, the tone around her absence feels heavier and more final. Just days before disappearing from the show, Ripa opened up about the main problem she's been facing with her long-running hosting gig during an interview for a behind-the-scenes live special. It's not the hours or the pressure, it's the constancy, she admitted candidly. When you've been doing the same show, the same schedule, for more than 20 years, it starts to feel like you're living inside a loop. I wake up some days and think, didn't I already do this episode? She laughed as she said it, but fans detected something wistful in her tone. Ripa went on to add, there's a difference between being grateful and being content. I'm beyond grateful, but content, that's a work in progress. Her honesty struck a chord with viewers, and then, almost as quickly as she said it, she was gone from the show again. The strain of being America's morning friend. Few people understand the mental and emotional energy it takes to greet millions of households every morning with relentless cheer. For Ripa, who first joined live in 2001 alongside Regis Philbin, the gig has always been more than a job, it's been a lifestyle. She feels a responsibility to make people feel good, no matter what's going on in her own life, a production source shared. Even on days when she's exhausted or dealing with something personal, she has to turn it on. That can wear anyone down. Indeed, Ripa has spoken openly in recent months about burnout and the toll of performing constant enthusiasm. There's an expectation that you'll always be up, always funny, always bright, she said in a previous podcast appearance. Some days, I just want to be quiet. But that's not the Kelly people tune in for. Mark Consuelos holds down the fort. While Kelly has been away, Mark Consuelos has been gamely keeping the show on the rails, joking with the crew, chatting with audience members, and filling the air with his warm, easy energy. But viewers can tell he's missing his partner in both work and life. At one point during Tuesday's episode, a fan in the audience called out, "Where's Kelly?" Consuelos smiled and replied, "She's watching, probably telling me what I'm doing wrong from the couch." The joke got a laugh, but it didn't disguise the small sigh he let out afterward. The couple, who celebrated their 28th wedding anniversary this year, have turned live into a real-life marriage diary, with viewers tuning in as much for their banter as for celebrity interviews. Their chemistry has been both a ratings magnet and a lightning rod, with critics alternately calling it adorable or overbearing. But for Mark, the idea of doing the show without Kelly for any extended period clearly stings. Retirement rumors gain steam. Ripa has been hinting for years that she sees an end in sight. Back in 2023, she told People magazine she was definitely closer to the end than the beginning of her TV career. More recently, she has described herself as mentally preparing for the next phase. That next phase, she suggested, might involve more time at home and less time in the public eye. "I want to learn what it feels like to wake up without a call time," she said earlier this year. "I want to be bored again, in a good way." Friends say she's been exploring behind-the-scenes producing opportunities and spending more time in her art studio, a private creative outlet she rarely discusses publicly. Kelly is not someone who needs to be seen to feel fulfilled, a close friend revealed. She's actually very private, and I think she's realizing she's ready to reclaim that part of herself. The network's dilemma. ABC executives, meanwhile, are said to be quietly panicking. Live with Kelly and Mark remains one of daytime television's top-rated programs, and Ripa's departure could spell chaos for the brand. "She's the show's heartbeat," an insider admitted. "Even with Mark's charisma, there's no replacing her. If she leaves, it's not just a casting change, it's a cultural shift." Producers have reportedly been urging Ripa to take as much time as she needs to recharge, rather than make any hasty decisions. Some speculate she may return for the November sweeps, while others think this could be the start of a slow, graceful exit, perhaps a farewell tour season leading into a new chapter. Fans react with worry and gratitude. Social media has been ablaze with concern. "Kelly, please don't go. Mornings won't be the same without you." One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Others have been more philosophical. "She's earned her peace. If she needs to step back, she should. We'll always love her." The live audience has grown up alongside Ripa, watching her navigate motherhood, marriage, and aging, all with humor and authenticity. That bond is rare in television, and fans know it can't easily be replicated. Kelly has given us her mornings for more than 2 decades, another viewer posted. If she's finally ready to give them back to herself, she deserves it. What comes next? For now, neither Ripa nor the network has made an official statement about her absence. Sources say she's resting and re-evaluating, though there are whispers she's been spotted near her family's Hamptons home, taking long walks with her dog and staying off social media. She's not in crisis, one insider clarified. She's in reflection. There's a difference. Still, the uncertainty looms. When a woman is driven and visible as Kelly Ripa starts talking about slowing down, and then disappears from her own show, it's impossible not to wonder if this is the beginning of the end. A legacy built on connection. Whatever she decides, Kelly's impact on morning television is undeniable. She brought personality, vulnerability, and wit to a format that often thrives on artifice. She turned live into something more intimate than just a talk show, a daily ritual of connection. As one longtime viewer put it, Kelly isn't just part of our morning routine. She is the morning. If this truly is the start of her goodbye, it's a bittersweet moment for fans who have laughed, cried, and grown up with her. But maybe, as Ripa herself once said, every great conversation eventually has to end, so you can start a new one. And perhaps that's exactly what she's doing now, taking a breath before beginning the next conversation, this time, on her own terms.